Hi Annie, it's Vicki, and I'm in Texas this weekend.
I'm in Texas this weekend, which means my entire video is outside my filming area. It also means my sister's in the room while I'm filming this. For those of you who aren't Annie, just so you know, every October our school gives us a 4-day weekend to catch up on studying, but in my case, I just decided to go home for a very long weekend, and so far it's been a blast. The couple of days leading up to going home, not so much a blast. But then Thursday I woke up and I was in Texas, so I really didn't care about any of that. The way through which I traveled to Texas got me thinking. Before I could fly, I had to drive to Richmond, which was about a 2-hour drive, and to get there we drove through a lot of rural Virginia. On the way to Richmond was a town called Buckingham, which I've only now realized sounds a little bit British, but that wasn't why I grabbed this. I grabbed it because on the cover of the Buckingham Beacon, the headline is Cemetery Restored. As opposed to in Fort Worth, Texas, the covers of today's newspapers were Father of Starved Infant is Convicted. Ban on same-sex marriage is unlawful. I don't think you have to be a genius to tell the difference between these two newspapers. A lot of people in America either live in cities or very close to cities in suburbs or other surrounding small-town areas. But there are some people who really do just live in what a lot of people would call the middle of nowhere. As for me, I lived in a small town from the time I was born until I was 10 years old, and then I moved to Texas where I lived in the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex for the next 8 years, until I went to college in the middle of nowhere. But having lived at both ends of the spectrum, I have to say it never ceases to amaze me how different people can experience and perceive the world, and the evidence is in the media, in things like the newspaper. I think we can all admit that this recession has us thinking. In fact, here's my sister to tell you how the recession has affected her.
I'm about to tell you how I feel about the current economic situation and how it applies to me as a college graduate who has no job. No, this is me doing nothing. This is what I do all day. Submit resume. Ooh, an email. Oh, it's from the job I applied for. Dear Sir or Madam, we're sorry to inform... delete. Ooh, another email from a job I applied for. Dear ma'am, while you had good qualifications, we regret to... no, delete. That's my day.
I think we're all realizing the distinction between what it is we need and what it is we want. And also a distinction between what we want and what we just think is cool. For example, I think a pen with a hidden camera is cool, but I don't want it. I think new pants are nice and I want them, but I don't need them. But I need water and food and soap. I need soap. Honestly, I can go on and on and on about this topic for a really long time, and I probably did more than I'm actually going to put into the video. But really what I just wanted to say is that, Annie, with you and I doing so much traveling this semester, it's important not to just get caught up in all of the sights to see and fun things there are to do, but to also step back and try to learn something about the ways that people around the world experience life and how it's different from our experiences. Traveling gives us a great opportunity to do that, and things like the internet give us an even better opportunity to share those experiences with others. I know you're in Paris right now, so I hope you're having a fantastic time. Please give Gina a hug for me, and I'll see you next week. Bye! Comments or video responses, go below!